say bye to soggy greens, rotten apples, and mushy berries. We know them well.
Yes, we do. That's because Chef Janet has some tips to make sure the food in your fridge makes it to your stomach instead of the trash. We love this.
That's the goal.
Let's start with avocados because every time they turn brown on me.
They are, and they're expensive. They are very expensive. So when you have an avocado that's ripe, put it in the refrigerator. I swear to God.
Cut or not?
Uncut.
Okay.
Okay? And it's going to basically stop that ripening process. Now, this was in about a week ago, and this is probably about the length that you can do. But look, this was a week ago I put it in there. Isn't that crazy?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just want to get in there and make a guacamole.
The other thing we can do, so this is very unripe, right? You can see the difference.
Right.
If we take an onion and a paper bag and put it in there, it's going to ripen in one day.
In one day?
One day.
Because sometimes you get them and you want to use them right away, but they are rock hard.
The enzymes that make your eyes water is also going to help ripen that. Also, potatoes and onions do not like each other. They're frenemies, okay? They're good to cook with, but these will make these rot and ripen faster, so keep them separate, okay?
Why in my pantry are they directly next to each other?
Okay, this is a quick one. For tomatoes, when you store them, literally put the stem side down. Those enzymes that I'm talking about, that when those are released, that's what makes it ripen. So if you stop that from being released, these are going to last longer.
I love tomatoes, but I don't love mushy tomatoes.
Yes, exactly. Okay, moving on. So whenever we have lettuce, first thing I do when I get home is get some paper towels and wrap it around. And the reason we do that is it's going to absorb any excess moisture while also keeping a moist environment so it doesn't dry out. Thank you for the assist.
No problem.
And I just put it right in my refrigerator. So little things that you can do right when you get home will prolong it for a lot longer.
I love this idea because it's like we all, for the most part, want to eat healthy.
Absolutely.
But it gets to be really expensive when it goes bad.
Exactly.
Like you have to, So this good tip.
And I love how I don't have to prep it. You know when they say like, come home, cut it up? I'm not doing that.
Well, that's a good tip, actually. If you already have some cut that's left over, put a wet paper towel in a container, and that cut lettuce will not go bad for 2 or 3 days. I know. All right,
let's do masterclass.
Okay, so I'm talking all about enzymes today. Whenever we have celery, believe it or not, if you wrap it in aluminum foil, the ethylene gas is allowed to come out, but that moisture is allowed to stay in, so it keeps it, you know how it can get floppy? You know what I mean? That's because all the moisture has been lost. So if you wrap that up, it's gonna last you longer.
This feels like a science class, too.
I'm gonna keep
all
going.
At the same time, like we're saving money and we're we're getting a degree.
I got carrots here, okay? We're just gonna make carrot sticks, but what you do is, put them in a container, cover them with water. That's going to last 3 weeks in the fridge.
You lie.
I swear. All you have to do is every 2 to 3 days change the water. Same thing with celery sticks. You could do the same process. Chefs do it all the time.
Logan loves carrots too.
Same. And I hate buying them, so this is fantastic.
All right, so we have some leafy herbs here. This is Italian parsley. You could also do this with cilantro. You kind of act like it's flour, and you actually put it in water, okay? And then maybe a plastic baggie or the baggie that it came in, just put that on top and put that in your refrigerator. Same thing with asparagus.
What else do you have down there?
Just a very
reveal. I love So true. Where's my big bag? So yeah, same thing with asparagus. If you submerge that in a little bit of water, change it every once in a while, it's going to stay good much longer.
Well, let's also get to this berry thing real quick because it also smells delicious.
So any kind of berries that you have, this is just water with a tablespoon of white vinegar in there, and that white vinegar is going to get all that kind of mushy stuff on the outside, any kind of pesticides, and it's actually going to make it last longer. So what we'll do with that, after we would take that out, is we're going to make a compote. And a compote sounds fancy, but it's literally simmering berries. That's all it is. That's all it is. You could do strawberries.
Wow, I gave you chefs way more credit than I should have with the compote.
It sounded so complicated.
I know, right? You could do this with strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. But I will say with raspberries and blackberries, you need to take this out. So we have honey, apple cider vinegar, and then look, it all comes together. We're gonna make ice. We're getting that go a little faster. We got some fruit parfaits. You want to put that on top?
Oh my God, how beautiful! Not a single berry wasted. Thank you, Chef Janet.
Thank you.
We're gonna have this a link to the recipe to the berry compote, of course, as well as a link to book Chef Janet for your next event on our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh. We'll be right back.